Surah 45, Al-Jathiya. By the one who is denoted by the name Allah, who created my being with his names in accord with the meaning of the letter B, the Rahman, the Rahim. Ha-Mim. The disclosure of the knowledge, its detailed explanation, is from Allah, the Aziz, the Hakim, the Mighty, the Wise. There are signs in the heavens and the earth for those who believe, and in your creation, humans, consciousness, and the variety of animals, races, are signs for those who have attained certainty in the alternation of night and day, and in Allah disclosing sustenance, knowledge, from the sky with which He gives life to the earth, enables conscious living in the body after its death, unconscious state, thinking you are only the body, and in His directing of the winds, continuous thoughts, and ideas are signs for people who can use their intellects. These are the signs of Allah. We inform you of them in truth. Which statement will they believe after Allah and His signs? Woe to he who lives in denial of his essential reality, deceiving himself with the impulses and instincts coming from his constructed illusory identity. He hears the signs of Allah when he is informed of them, yet becomes arrogant as though he has not heard them, and persists in his duality. Give him the news of an intense suffering. When any of our signs reach him, he mocks them. For them is the humiliating suffering. Behind them is hell, and neither what they earned nor the friends they took besides Allah can avail them from any suffering. There is severe suffering for them. This is the guide to the reality. As for those who deny the signs of their Rabb within their being, for them is the worst of sufferings. It is Allah who delegated for you consciousness, the sea, knowledge, so that the ship's brains may sail upon it by His command, Sunnatullah, way of God, that you may seek His bounty and be grateful. Whoever is in the heavens, levels of consciousness in the brain, and the earth, bodily life, He has delegated all of them to your service. Your consciousness, indeed, there are important signs in this for a people who contemplate. Tell the believers to forgive those who do not expect the days of Allah when the disclosed knowledge is experienced, so that He, Allah, may recompense them with the consequences of their deeds. Whoever does a deed of faith, it is for his own sake, and whoever does a bad deed, it is against his own self. To your Rabb you will be returned in the end. Indeed, we gave the knowledge of the reality and Sunnatullah, tradition sanctioned by God, the wisdom and Nabuwah to the children of Israel, and nourished them with clean sustenance, and preferred them over the worlds, humans who are devoid of these. We gave them clear proofs, the knowledge of the Sunnatullah, by our command, but after the knowledge had come to them, they fell into diversion out of jealousy, ego, between themselves. Your Rabb will judge between them during doomsday over what they differed. It is with the conditions under our command that we formed you, so follow it, the reality, religion, and do not follow the baseless desires, ideas, and wants driven by corporeality of those who do not know. Indeed, those ideas that are not based on the reality will not give you, your consciousness, any benefit from Allah, His names comprising your essence. The wrongdoers are friends of one another, but Allah is the friend, wali, of those who protect themselves. This Quran is enlightenment, truths to be grasped by mankind, and a guidance and grace for those who have attained certainty. Or did those who earned bad deeds think we would make them equal in life and death? To those who have believed and fulfilled the requisites of faith, what bad judgment! Allah has created the heavens, consciousness, and the earth, the body, in truth with His names, so that each person may live the consequences of what they have earned, and they will not be wronged. Did you see the one who deified his baseless desires, and thus who Allah let go astray in line with His knowledge, assumption, and sealed his ability to sense the reality and veiled his vision? So who can lead him to the reality after application of Allah? Do you still not think and evaluate? And God lets some go astray who have chosen to go astray. God has said it that, if you corrupt to a certain point, maybe you can't be guided after a certain point, And if you don't accept some guidance, you don't end up with other guidance. They said, life comprises only the world. Death, life, all of it is here. Only time destroys us. They have no proof in regards to this. They are only assuming. And when our signs are clearly explained to them, they have nothing to say except, if you are truthful, then bring back our forefathers. Say, Allah gives you life, then He will make you experience death, then He will gather you during doomsday, of which there is no doubt, but the majority of the people do not know these truths. The sovereignty of the heavens and the earth is to manifest the qualities denoted by the names of Allah, who created them out of non-existence for this specific function. When that hour comes, those who try to invalidate the reality will be in loss. You will see every group of faith on their knees. Every group of faith will be called according to their knowledge, and it will be said, this is the time to live, the consequences of your deeds. This is our knowledge. It speaks to you in truth. We were recording your deeds, the universal memory of existence. As for those who believe and fulfill the requisites of their faith, the Rabb will include them into His grace. This is clear success. But to those who deny the knowledge of the reality, it will be said, were you not informed of my signs? But you were arrogant and became of the guilty ones, dualists. And when you were told the promise of Allah is true, and that hour when the reality will become apparent, there is no doubt about it, you said, we do not know what that hour is. We think it is only assumptions. We are not certain of it. But the bad of their deeds became apparent, and the very thing they mocked enveloped them. They are told, just as you forgot the meeting of this time, we now forget you. Your abode is fire, and there is no one to help you either. The reason for this is, you did not take the signs of Allah seriously, and the pleasures of the world deceived you. Today, they will not be removed from the fire, and their apologies will not be accepted. Hamd belongs to Allah, the Rabb of the heavens, the Rabb of the world, the Rabb of the worlds. He is the one who does hamd. Majesty, the absolute I, belongs to Him in the heavens and the earth. He is the Aziz, the Hakim, the mighty, the wise.